Look at this, a single drop balanced on the tip of a stinger. It is one of the deadliest substances produced by any animal on land. And drop for drop, it is worth more than almost anything humans have ever sold, around $39 million a gallon. That is not a typo. $39 million for 1 gallon of liquid that comes out of an animal smaller than your hand. Every year, in labs across the world, people sit at tables and collect this venom one sting at a time. From a creature that has been alive, almost completely unchanged since before the dinosaurs, before trees, before anything with a backbone ever walked on land. Most people have no idea this is happening, and the strangest part is what the venom is actually being used for. So why is this stuff worth more than gold? Who is buying it? And why are we extracting the most expensive liquid on Earth from one of the oldest animals that has ever lived? To answer that, you first have to understand what you're looking at, because this animal is older than almost everything you think of as old. This is the deathstalker scorpion. Its scientific name is Liurus quinquestriatus. It lives in the deserts of North Africa and the Middle East, pale yellow, about the length of your finger, almost invisible against the sand. And it belongs to one of the oldest surviving lineages of land animal on the entire planet. Scorpions are what scientists call a living fossil. The oldest scorpion fossils ever found, described by a team including paleontologist Andrew Wendroff and published in the journal Scientific Reports, date back around 437 million years. To put that in perspective, that is before trees existed, before the dinosaurs, which did not appear until 200 million years later. Scorpions were among the very first animals to ever crawl out of the ocean and live on dry land. And here is the part that should stop you. When researchers at the Smithsonian examined those 400 million year old fossils, they found that the internal anatomy, the breathing structures, the gut, the position of the heart, was almost identical to a scorpion alive today. The design barely changed. For 437 million years, the scorpion found a body that worked and it simply kept it. It survived all 5 mass extinctions, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, the one before that, which wiped out 96% of marine life. Through every one of them, the scorpion held on, mostly by being small, patient, and almost impossibly well defended. And its defense, the thing that kept it alive through 500 million years, is the same thing that now makes it the most valuable animal by weight on Earth, the venom. Now, most venomous animals use their venom for one job, to kill prey or to defend themselves. The deathstalker's venom does both, and it does it with a chemistry so complex that scientists are still, today, taking it apart molecule by molecule. The venom is not one poison. It is a cocktail of over 100 different compounds, each one a small protein engineered by evolution to do something specific to a living body. Some of them attack the nervous system, some attack muscle, some target the heart. When the deathstalker stings, these compounds flood in together, and the effect is immediate, overwhelming pain. Steve Trim, a venom researcher who has worked with the species, has described a deathstalker sting as roughly 100 times more painful than a bee sting. For a healthy adult, it is usually survivable. For a small child or an elderly person, it can be fatal. The venom causes the body to flood the lungs with fluid or sends the heart into failure. So this is an animal you would want to stay very far away from. Which raises the obvious question. If the venom is this dangerous and the animal is this small, then who on earth is collecting it? And why would anyone pay $39 million a gallon for it? The answer is one single molecule, and it may be one of the most important discoveries in modern cancer surgery. Inside that 100-compound cocktail, there is a small protein called chlorotoxin. In the scorpion, chlorotoxin has a simple job. It blocks tiny channels in the cells of the prey, locking up the muscles so the prey can't escape. For 400 million years, that is all it did. And then, in the late 1990s, researchers studying brain cancer found something nobody expected. Brain tumors, specifically a type called glioma, are one of the hardest things in all of surgery to remove. The problem is the edge. A glioma doesn't have a clean boundary. Its cells creep out into the healthy brain tissue around it, like roots, and a surgeon cutting one out has almost no way to see where the tumor ends and the healthy brain begins. Cut too little, and the cancer comes back. Cut too much, and you take away parts of a person, their speech, their memory, their movement. Then researchers discovered that chlorotoxin, the molecule from the deathstalker's venom, binds almost perfectly to glioma cells, and it ignores healthy brain cells almost entirely. So they took chlorotoxin, attached a fluorescent molecule to it that glows under special light, and turned it into something the researchers call tumor paint. A surgeon injects it. It travels through the body, finds the cancer, locks onto it, and lights it up. On the operating table, the tumor glows. The healthy brain stays dark. For the first time, the surgeon can see the exact edge of the thing they are trying to remove. This is real. It has gone through clinical trials. It is being developed specifically to help operate on children with brain tumors, the cancers that are hardest to remove and most devastating to get wrong. The deadliest land venom on Earth is being turned into a tool that helps surgeons save the lives of children. And that is why labs are willing to pay $39 million a gallon. Because hidden inside that venom are molecules that do things our entire pharmaceutical industry cannot replicate from scratch. Molecules that target cancer, that may treat diabetes, that may fight drug-resistant infections, each one is being studied right now. But here's the problem, and it's the same problem you find again and again when humans discover something valuable in nature. You cannot get very much of it. A single deathstalker scorpion produces about 2 milligrams of venom at a time. 2 milligrams. To collect 1 gallon, you would need to milk a scorpion by hand, one at a time. Around 2.5 million times. And after each milking, the scorpion needs days to refill its supply. So the venom is collected the slow way. A person holds the scorpion, triggers it to sting, and catches the single bead of venom that comes out. 1 scorpion, 1 drop, again and again and again. There are now machines being built to do this faster, but for most of the history of this industry, it has been done by human hands, 1 sting at a time. And this is where the story turns, the same way it always seems to. Because the demand for this venom and for the animals that make it has created a market. Deathstalkers are now caught from the wild and bred in captivity across the Middle East and North Africa, kept in plastic boxes, milked on a schedule. In some regions, wild scorpion populations are being collected faster than they can recover. An animal that survived every mass extinction in the history of this planet is now, in places, being pulled out of the desert in numbers it cannot sustain. Because its venom is worth more than gold. And the deeper irony is the one that should stay with you. We may not need to do this for much longer. Scientists have already learned to produce synthetic chlorotoxin in the lab, a manufactured version of the key molecule, made without a single scorpion. The tumor paint now moving through trials does not require milking anything. The future of this medicine almost certainly does not involve a person in a room, holding a living animal, triggering it to sting 2 milligrams at a time. But the demand for the raw venom, for research, for the dozens of other compounds in that cocktail we have not yet figured out, has not gone away. So the milking continues. The scorpions keep being caught. The most expensive liquid on Earth keeps being collected 1 drop at a time from an animal that was here 400 million years before us, and may, if we let it, be here long after. The deathstalker did not evolve its venom for us. It built it over 500 million years for one reason: to survive, to kill what it needed to kill, and to make sure nothing made the mistake of touching it twice. It never could have known that the same chemistry it used to end life would turn out to be one of the things that helps us save it. That is the strange truth hidden inside the deadliest drop of liquid on Earth. The animal that has been trying to kill anything that comes near it for 400 million years is now, molecule by molecule, helping doctors find their way to the edge of a child's tumor in the dark. The question is whether we can learn to take what we need without bleeding the source dry, the way we so nearly did with every other animal that turned out to be worth something, because the scorpion has survived everything this planet has ever thrown at it. The only thing it has never had to survive before is us.